So I realized this review is 4 months late, and I do apologize. Everyone was saying I had to see just how bad this movie was, so I finally saw it, and I got some shit to say.
No more Mr. Nice Guy! No more playing by the rules! Hambo!
Daddy's gotta get in a fist fight.
Campbell, you got this! I don't think he's got this.
So Fist Fight is a recent comedy that came out in February, and Fist Fight stars Charlie Day and Ice Cube as two teachers that go to the school, and we're in the last day of school. The senior pranks are going on, and the pranks are just, wow, they are terrible. I mean, they are harming even teachers. And when one prank in particular goes wrong on Mr. Strickland, who is played by Ice Cube, Charlie Day is caught in a situation in which he either has to keep his job or he has to lose his job, so he keeps his job by framing Ice Cube's character, and as a result, Ice Cube says, 3 o'clock, parking lot, fighting. And the movie's just one long build up to a fight. Alright guys, so let's get into Fist Fight. And before I get on to what I absolutely hate about this movie, let me tell you guys, there's a lot. There is one thing that did make me chuckle in the movie, but that was because I would have done the same thing in the situation. There's a scene where Jillian Bell, again, I'll get to later, was basically saying how she wanted to, fuck one of the students, and then Charlie Day was telling her, shut the fuck up! That was my poor imitation of Charlie Day's yelling, but that did make me chuckle quite a bit, but, that's it. So everyone was telling me how terrible this movie was, and people were even telling me this was the worst film of the year and that nothing is topping it. Like, even a critic who I was sitting next to when I saw It Comes the Night was saying to me, dude, Fist Fight was atrocious. I'm telling you right now, there was not a single redeeming thing about this movie. So as I said, I watched it finally last night, and holy fuck, this was terrible. All the characters in this movie are just, it's unbelievable that they would exist. The best way I could describe this movie, I'll bring this up later, it's unbelievable, but I'll get to that in a little bit. Charlie Day plays the exact same person. He plays, meaning himself. Ice Cube is playing himself. And the two of them aren't the worst in this movie, but they're pretty bad in this movie. Although I did say Charlie Day did make me laugh at one little scene, but that's really it. But by far, the worst character of this entire movie was Jillian Bell. Oh my god, did she annoy the shit out of me. Literally, in every scene in this movie, she would always be saying this. God, I wanna fuck that guy. God, I wanna fuck him so bad. He's flirting with me. I can totally see he's flirting with me. You see that, right? Yeah, let's get laid. And at one point, I was like this. I was like, can you shut the fuck up, please? And that was a scene that Charlie Day was yelling at her about, which I was just like, thank you. Thank you. Now, the principal, I can't remember the actor's name, but I know it was Hank from Breaking Bad. Dude, what are you doing? Now, this movie's a comedy, did make me laugh. I chuckled at one point, but Jesus God, this movie was literally like watching a 90-minute stand-up act with someone who's trying to tell sex joke after sex joke after sex joke after sex joke times a billion, and none of the jokes laugh at all. And it gets so desperate at one point. Like, there is this gag that happens twice in the film in which we see a student jacking off in the bathroom. I'll just say it right now. And there's this joke that Charlie Day is a pervert. I mean, really? And then later it comes up again when they're in the fist fight, and and for some reason they decide to cut back to this kid, and this was me. What? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the first half hour of this film I was like, yeah, this movie is pretty bad. But then in the latter bits of the movie, and by the latter bits, I mean the rest of the movie, I was like, oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Nothing in this movie makes sense. And that's the next point I bring up. Nothing in this movie makes sense. Not a single thing. Now, I'm going to bring up a term I learned in film school called suspension of disbelief. There's only so much disbelief that I feel like it's acceptable. Fist Fight does it so much to the point where there is nothing in this movie that would ever make sense. Nothing. There's a lot more I could say, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. And many people were telling me about how hysterical the talent show scene was in this movie. I was cringing the whole time. So overall, people were telling me that Fist Fight is the absolute worst film of 2017. And while I can't quite agree with that because there was a film that takes the cake easily for me. It does not take away how much I thought this movie was ass. It was just a terrible and desperate comedy. That's all I can say. And I know people are gonna say, it's just a movie, calm down. Here's the thing, alright. Yeah, sure, I get it's just a movie, but I thought the movie still sucked. This movie will most likely be in my top 10 worst films there, if not my top 5. So yeah, if you guys gonna guess already, Fist Fight gets a 0 out of 5. This movie was absolutely terrible. Don't see it, guys. It's just not good. Suspense of disbelief can only take you so far. So I know this review is a few months late, but let me know below. What did you guys think of Fist Fight? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know below. If you guys liked my review of Fist Fight, please hit that like button. Also subscribe if you want to see more reviews just like this one. If you want to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Snapchat, all the links and all my usernames for all those platforms in the description below. And of course, until the next review, I'll see you guys next time.